And good evening, everyone, and welcome back to the wacky world of hijinks here at the Grapple Gumshoes post show, where we talk everything and anything mystery wrestling. And tonight, myself and my good friend Beardo over here are going to be talking about some mystery wrestling 26. I'm not gonna lie, Benny, it was kind of a nice little break after when we went like that March and April stretch of just back to back mystery wrestling shows, and we took a nice break in May. But I'm happy to have you here because we're back in battle for mystery wrestling.
Yeah, this was a really fun show. Let's rock and roll.
Absolutely. So we here at Grapple Gumshoes, this is the equivalent to Whose Line Is It Anyway? Because we talk about mystery wrestling, which is very fun, good wrestling, some fantastic comedy stuff. And we don't take ourselves too seriously here. So for those of you who are watching at home, please follow that rule. Don't take yourself too seriously either. Because sometimes wrestling just needs to be funny, tee hee ha ha, and be entertaining. So that is what we're going to talk about. But we also get some storylines in mystery wrestling too, which is really, really fun to talk about. And yeah. So without further ado, I'm not even going to do our intro bit because y'all already know how this goes if you've been here long enough or you're new to the channel. Check out our links everywhere. Social medias. We got a shop, donate for the coffee to pay for these pay-per-views over the summer. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into all of this. Now, we are here for Mystery Wrestling 26, which of course is back in the good old Gatineau, Quebec, Canada, which we love here, honestly. So we are back in home turf for this one, back in our little bingo hall, which is always a pleasure to be a part of and to watch as well. And also watching people dangerously come close to hitting the ceiling when we jump off the rope and stuff like that. But we are back in the home base. Before we get into all the action, though, let's talk about our commentary team because okay, so like Evil Uno, it is hot out here. Apparently, we might experience some lag, but that is okay. I have words for our commentary team. Uno, love you. Twiggy, I don't know you personally, and I'm not gonna hate you, but you are not it for me, sir.
No, I really like Uno, and um, the other guy kept stepping on everything. So better luck next time.
Most certainly.
Like,
Do better. Yeah.
yes,
Oh my
do
goodness.
better.
Yes, do better. Alrighty, let's move on though because we got some stuff to talk about. Let's get into some wrestling. So we start out, of course, with match number 1, which is our Druids match, which we love to see. We never know which 4 people are going to be in this match, but then they get revealed to us one by one, and we got quite a cast of characters for our Druids match. So opening up Mystery Wrestling 26 in our Druids match, of course, just this picture alone is worth 1,000 words of everybody we got in here, right?
Yeah.
So, of course, we have Top Dog, Dustin Waller, The Blade, and of course Hattie, who is channeling his inner Top Dog, who has, and I quote, "This is not me, but this was said on commentary multiple times. Hattie has Top Dog's wiener," and I'm just like, "Happy Pride Month, y'all."
Yeah, especially by the end, you know, where I believe now they're a tag team, and they should be called My Two Wieners.
Mm. I was
Oh
like,
man,
"Oh Lord."
I love it. I love silly, goofy gimmicks like this. Um, and Dustin Waller, um, He is a wrestler from the Northeast, and he is one half of Miracle Generation.
Yes.
Fantastic tag team from around here, and uh, former DPW tag team champion. The,
Nice.
and the Blade, it's always great to see the Blade, man. Like, I'm just happy he's back around. I'm sad to hear that he is no longer with AEW when they need bodies, but that's the way AEW works. So,
Very, very true. However, him, Butcher and Blade are going to be okay. And the reason I say that is because I'm lucky because I get to see them in 2 weeks at GCW's America's Most Wanted, which is the show in LA. And they'll take it on Busta in the Brain. So that one should be really fun.
you going to that one?
Oh, absolutely. I'm going to that show. I'm so excited to see them.
Nice.
So, yeah, this was just a fun opening match. And, again, at the end, like you said, Benny, our two hot dog individuals are apparently a tag team. I need them to be a tag team. And yes, give me everything. Oh my goodness. So let's keep this going though, because match number 2 also has some of our favorites be a part of here, which of course we have lovable Chris Stara, and of course my homegirl, love her to death, Miss Emmy Sakura. We're like, Emmy!
It's about time. It's about tea time, you know? It's about tea time. And Chris Stara is fantastic. Like, I didn't even take any notes for this one. I was just like, it's just nice to see you, Emmy.
I miss Emmy so much, and it seems that right now, most of the time, we can find her on Mystery Wrestling whenever Evil Uno's like, "Hey, Emmy, do you want to be on the show?" And she's like, "Yes." But no, Chris Starr is becoming one of my favorites. Being introduced to me through Mystery Wrestling, and I did happen to catch her be a part of the TAPW show that they did in Canada back in the spring during, Mania weekend, stuff like that. And she's so much fun, and she's really good. And Emmy's also really good too. This was just fun. I really enjoyed this one. I had a blast with this one, and I'm like, Kristara, you are becoming one of my new favorites, and I love that you continuously to pop up on my screen here at Mystery Wrestling, and you get to fight other companies now too. Uno might be Uno. Listen, Mystery Wrestling might be comedy, but Evil Uno is slowly working with a lot of these promotions and getting folks that I love. Like when we were in the UK, the fact that we got Danny Luna and the Subculture Boys and Gene Money. And I'm very interested to see who Evil Uno can get for, even though it's a while away, when they go to London, because I'm like, I'm just saying, y'all are in the same venue as, the Eve, girls venue. So like, there's a lot of Eve girls we could see that I would love.
Right? The rest is Session Moth and Mystery Wrestling. Oh my god,
Oh my
it's a
gosh.
match made in heaven.
Oh my god. I mean, we've already seen like Rio appear too when they went to the UK. So I'm like, you have Session Moth, Abby can be here. Like Melissa Fierce would be great. Like, there's just so many possibilities, and I'm excited. But that's going to be in August. But this was again another fun match. And here at Mystery Wrestling, we don't really pay attention to who wins because the real winner is us at home because we had a good time. So
Exactly.
yeah, Kristara, Emmy, y'all are great. Moving on to match 3, which was a first 25 count match, and of course it has the man who can never seem to have a normal match in Mystery Wrestling, Cecil Nick, taking on the debuting Johnny Mystery, a la, of course, Johnny got to be changing his last name everywhere he goes. So we got the debut of Johnny Mystery here in Mystery Wrestling. I'm like, All right, we got all three of the MXM collection boys separately. Now I need all three of them together in one of these episodes.
100%. I was really happy to see Johnny Mystery here, as he Udo called him. Cecil Nix, like, probably one of my favorite regulars on the mystery wrestling shows, because he always has easily the best and most interesting, funny ha matches. This one sort of like at first, like when they were explaining it on commentary, I was like, "Oh, this sounds like that DDT match from Takeshita like 2 months ago, right?" The best 2 out of 3 gonna pin somebody for 20 seconds, whatever. And but no, this one was really fun. Like, the concept wasn't that hard, and then I was like, they're both gonna tie it up at the end, aren't they? And sure enough. I love Cecil Nick kicking out at 24, though. So
Jeez Louise. I was just like, oh my gosh. No, but yeah, this is fun. Cecil Nix can never escape not having like he never can have a normal match. That's just his whole entire gimmick right now. Mystery wrestling. It's been that way. He's never been like in a normal match. And the one time we got close to it, it turned into a whole entire sing-off that one time.
Yeah, that's right.
So, but I will say though, of everybody we see regularly on Mystery Wrestling, Cecil Nix always ends up having some really fun matches, some pretty incredible talent from across the world, like Johnny Mystery. Unless we forget, he also went up against ELP. At one point, El Phantasmo, Cecil's just fighting everybody. I'm kind of here for it. Oh man, but yeah, I want all three MXM collection boys and Taya to be a part of Mystery Wrestling, because I'm like, please, they're amazing, and yeah, why not? So who knows? We shall see what happens next. But really fun match, fun debut from Johnny Mystery. All right, and then we get into match number 4, which doesn't really last too long, but this is also kind of hilarious to watch. Storm Rider versus Security Nathan. I was like, okay, well, let's see how this goes. Blinked and it's over.
Yeah, that's sometimes how fights go, you know. Like, it's funny. Like, when Cool Ref came out, I was like, "Oh, cool, Ref," and
We love Cool Ref.
And then I realized that like he was the ref in the match. And I was like, "What is happening right now?" And then it lasted long enough for me to figure it out.
I was like, by the time we got it was like, oh, okay, bam, over. Oh, okay. No, but this was a fun one. Again, like we said on Mystery Wrestling, sometimes we get pretty good matches lengthwise, and then sometimes they're just short, but that's okay because they are equally as entertaining. And Storm Rider, we love you in this household. Alrighty, but now let's get into the one match that was advertised for the show when we were last at Mystery Wrestling 25, and that was this one. It is the No Nonsense Crew, which of course is, our MLP interim world Canadian champion Stu Grayson and his partner, I think it's James Stone, Jason Stone, one of the two. I want to say it's James Stone. It's Stone. Anyways, it is these two of No Nonsense taking on the Invisible Man and a partner of his choosing, which turned out to be the Visible Man. This is just such insanity and nonsense, and I loved it.
Yeah, this was great, man. I'm always a big fan of the Invisible Man matches. Fan of the Invisible Man. Same with Stu Grayson. James Stone is a great heater. Now that we don't talk about the other one anymore, so yeah, I love the moment was like who knows was like he's holding Invisible Man's holding the tag rope trying to trying to get in, and then they finally do the hot tag and like just carnage. A great hot tag from that Invisible Man as well. Um, this is actually one of the times when I was just like, this guy is god awful because he kept stepping on the Invisible Man joke. He's like, what are they doing? What kind of moves are they doing? Like, what are you talking about?
I'm
Just
like,
lay out, man.
for real. I'm like, Twiggy, I need you to suspend your disbelief, please.
Right. But I do love that at the end of this, um, the Invisible Man and Visible Man hit a 3D for the win, so the 3D is still protected. Of course, the 3D is still protected.
Of course it is. Again, this has been a fun feud between Stu Grayson and the Invisible Man that has technically it's been ongoing since like Mystery Wrestling 23 when we had the show with Tachi with Mr. Michinoku himself on the show, and where we also got that baller match of London Lightning and Tommy Billy of the Dynamite Kid. I was like, you can't just like what? Anywho. But no, this was a great match. This was fun. So I was entertained with this one. And I was like, this was really fun. I think this might be my favorite match. But then this next one immediately dethroned it. I have to say, I think this is probably my favorite match of the entire show. So to set this up, this is a 8-person mixed tag team match in which we had the artist block. So that is our lovely folks painted with painted faces on the left of my screen. Shout out to Vile. I like, yes, Vile. I love this whole look. I think I'm going to say they because I don't want to make assumptions, but they are a great addition to the three others. And I just like Vile's look. But then the juxtaposition of the artist block versus the team that they went up against. Of course, this is Fresh Air teaming up with Drea Mitchell and Layla Wild. And listen, I said this leading into the show because this is one of the funniest moments that will stick with me from this episode. But I'm like, Junior Benito, you and your team had the match won, but you couldn't help yourself and you had to clap them cheeks. Damn, bro. You had one job, Junior Benito.
He has an addiction, is what Uno said.
For reals.
I agree with you. The Vile villain, Tara Zap, is a great addition to this artist collective or artist block, right?
Mm-hmm.
She usually teams with Sue Young and Lindsay Snow, so she's really cool, man. I really like the artist block, their look and their demeanor, even though like they've only been here like for like 2 or 3 shows. Like, Mystery Wrestling needs some other vicious heels besides No Nonsense, I think. And I love the love-hate relationship between Fresh Air and what is it? Wild and
Mitchell, yeah.
Yeah. Look, this was really fun. the I'm not gonna say it. This was really this was great all around. I really liked the half and half suplex at the end, and the impact DDT for the win. What is it? One of the guys on commentary was like, "I see four stings." It's like you don't know what corpse paint is, do you?
Like, gosh. No, but I really enjoyed this one, but I 100% agree. I love that with the artist block, we mystery wrestling is, I know it's wacky comedy wrestling and like some note and nonsensical stuff, but I agree that we kind of need more heel factions and heels in general, like that kind of tread that line of heels other than no nonsense, because you can go in different directions. And mystery wrestling having stories has been like one of the small highlights of this whole entire promotion. I'm like, wow, they actually have storylines behind me crying my eyes out of laughter.
Mm.
But I also agree with you. I really love the artist block, and they've only been here for like this is their third time appearing in the last couple of episodes, but I kind of want them to stick around for a little bit. So, Uno, if you listen to this, book them again because they're great. Also, I'm very interested to see where we go next with Fresh Air and Mitchell and Wild and see how that turns out, because the Junior Benito, man, love you, but damn, we need to get that fixed. Be like that one meme. Get some help.
I'm, I'm staying out of this one.
Be like, do it. Anywho, but really fun match, which leads us into another pretty fun match where, oh, Max Caster never change. In match number 7, we get Max Caster versus Psycho Mike, and I'm just like, good lord, these two are a match made in heaven. It was really nice to see. This is really cool. I like seeing more AEW folks be popping up in mystery wrestling.
Definitely, and especially for somebody who hasn't been on TV in like what 6 months.
Yeah.
Uh, but I digress. Um, that there was a moment where like Max Caster was like, "You want me to do a freestyle?" And Uno's like, I'm having panic sweats thinking about him doing a freestyle on my show."
Be like, we about to get canceled.
Yeah. Man. Oh, this is so great. Like the what was it? The Superman spot, right? Like they're chasing each other around the ring, and then Psycho Mike like takes some glasses from somebody and sits in the audience, and Max
And
can't
Max
find him
Caster,
until he
like,
takes off the glasses.
for real. So I was just like, oh, I love it. It is great. Like I said, Max knows how to. Max knows how to be like have these comedy type of matches, and Psycho Mike is always really, really great as well. I was thoroughly entertained, and sometimes that's all we need in mystery wrestling. But yeah, again, really nice to see AEW folks, especially if they are not have been on television. I'm trying to think of some other AEW folks or even ROH folks that I would love to see here that haven't been on TV for a hot minute. I'm not gonna lie, I would kind of like to see Eddie Kingston come back, if not in the ring on commentary, because that'd be hilarious. Trying to think who else. Uh, you know what? Why not? Let's bring Harley Cameron in.
Absolutely. Or like if he's healthy, Keith Lee.
Oh, that would
Like
be amazing. Just have him work mystery wrestling for a couple of shows, and then it'd be like, all right, let's put you back on AEW television. Um,
he's a really silly man. So
oh my gosh. Listen, I know Dominic, Dijak is not everyone's cup of tea. But when he and Keith Lee had matches together, they were great in ring wise, but they also have this long-standing friendship that they were just being ridiculous in the ring too.
Yeah.
But no, Keith Lee is funny, man. He is funny.
He's funny without even trying.
There's something about that natural charisma, man. It's just like, yes, I love it. But yeah, this match was a whole lot of fun, and well, main event time. So before we even got started with this match, originally it was going to be London Lightning versus our lovable Sasquatch, but obviously that's not what happened, because then we get London Lightning versus our escaped felon Victor. And in a steel cage match, might I add, and I'm just like, oh Lord, here we go.
This was all the shenanigans I've ever wanted out of a match like this.
Yes. I'm like, poor London Lightning. I'm like, you better be careful, because this Victon is looking to. I mean, look at this mask, man. It is insane. I was just like, oh my gosh, Leatherface is about to eat your soul, London. You better be careful.
Like, Sasquatch doing like the Mark Henry pull, the chain pull off the cage. That was pretty great. And then the cop segment where the cops show up and they're banging on the cage door, like, open up. You got 3 minutes until we're coming in.
They give him a time limit. I was just like, what is happening, y'all?
It's supposed to be the cops banging on the door, there was a disturbance, and then they get in the cage and Victor takes him out, and then one of the cops stands up and tells Landon Lightning to put thumbtacks in Victor's drawers before the Shattered Dreams. Oh man, priceless.
This was insane, and I had such a blast. Also, London Lightning, I need that shirt now. I need to know where you bought it. That shirt in this picture is pretty great.
That shirt is what everybody thinks the 90s was.
Guys, so officially the pattern is called Memphis style, right? So that's what the pattern is called, but I also call it the Taco Bell, because that is the 90. Every time I went to Taco Bell as a kid in the 90s, that is the pattern across, well, pretty much anywhere you would go in the 90s. The Memphis style of art was everywhere. But London Lightning is still our Mystery Wrestling champion, and he will go into the next show still as champion.
This match didn't even end. It just got thrown out. Because Victor ran off again.
Well, I mean, by default, London Lightning wins. So
yeah. You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
Oh, man.
You're not wrong.
Oh my goodness, this was a fun main event, and this was a fun Mystery Wrestling 26. It was a nice foray back into the world of Mystery Wrestling after we took a month break in May. So this was nice to kind of get back into it. But Benny, let's talk about it, because as it was announced during our little break during May, Evil Uno is taking Mystery Wrestling and having a small little tour over the summer. So here is where you can find us covering more Mystery Wrestling. So these are the next 3 iterations of Mystery Wrestling 27, 28, and 29. And the dates on the screen are our post shows. So we will be back with Mystery Wrestling 27 at the end of July, which is going to be Mystery Wrestling 27. The one I'm the most excited for, I'm not even going to lie, is Mystery Wrestling 28, which is the debut in London of all places, So I'm just sitting here, and of course, it is in the venue of Eve as well. So here's hoping we see some Eve girls on the show. But because we are also in London, I'm like Rev Pro, Progress, Riot Cabaret. I'm just like, especially Riot Cabaret. I would love to see Charles Crowley on the show. I'm not gonna lie, but more UK wrestling is great, and that post show will be September 3rd. Now, that August 29th is when Mystery Wrestling 28 happens, and it is during the weekend of All Out Wembley. No, All In, sorry. Yeah, All In. I hate that it's All In and All Out. I'm like, pick one. It's the AEW Wembley show is that same weekend. It is the following day, so it's going to be a busy weekend. Because I'm going to be watching Mystery Wrestling 28 the day before, and we are doing a live watch along for Wembley for AEW. And I get to eat breakfast because it always starts at like 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock a.m. over here for us Western folks. So cereal and pajamas time. Benny's just like, I hate it.
No, it's like lunch, like lunchtime for me. So it's pretty good, you know.
Hey, at least the show will be over and we will still have an afternoon/evening to ourselves when it is all done.
Yeah, right.
Which is much appreciated. And then, of course, Mystery Wrestling 29 is heading back to Toronto. And I'm just wondering, because it is going to be a Saturday, and I'm like, I smell All Out. And well, Uno probably knows something that we don't. I would not be surprised if Mystery Wrestling is being on a Saturday, and then the next day is All Out once again in Toronto for AEW, which I don't mind because All Out Toronto last year was banging, and that was a really good pay-per-view show. But yeah, so these are the next 3 iterations of Mystery Wrestling, and those are the dates we will have our post shows in. So it's gonna be a good time. But Benny, fortunately, the good times do not last because that is the end of Mystery Wrestling 26. And we have, in the words of Boyz II Men, it is the end of the road. But do not fret, my friends. Do not fret, because we will be back in July. And also, Benny and I are going to be here talking about other stuff in the next couple of weeks as well. Especially, and we're hoping that... You go ahead.
Sorry, just going to say that no shortage of good wrestling.
No shortage of good wrestling. And we will be doing it together. We will be doing another watch along for AEW because Forbidden Door season is upon us, which is insane. I'm excited. I can't wait. But that's going to be it for us here at Grapple Gumshoes. But that is not the only show happening this evening. I will be back in about an hour, and I am going to be taking a charter flight from Canada, and I'm headed on over to the UK, and I will be talking about some Progress Wrestling, specifically Chapter 195, Wonder Brawl 2. I'm excited. It's going to be some good stuff. But like my friend Benny said, there's no shortage of good wrestling, too, because we got one more show this week. We got a pretty cool lineup for next week as well. So tomorrow evening, we have our TNA post show at 7:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And then on Monday, you get a double feature. We start out at 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern. Benny and I will be spending some good quality time together on Monday and Tuesday, because Monday we got New Japan Dominion to talk about, because that is happening this weekend. And then because of certain things happening, we'll also be talking about Eve 150 History Makers Rule Breakers, in which great show. Oh my God, I'm so excited to talk about Eve 150 on Monday too.
Yeah, definitely. And update, they've re-uploaded the edited version of Eve 150 with backstage comments. So there's a plus. I'm looking forward to that one, and especially Dominion, man. Like, not especially Dominion, but I'm looking forward to Dominion as well.
Both shows are going to be so much fun to talk about on Monday. And then Tuesday, we're back to our regular AEW schedule. I'm like, thank God it's back on Tuesdays. So I was just like, I'm just happy to be back to schedule. And then NXT and CMLL on Wednesday and just everything else in between. So really fun stuff as we're getting closer to the end of June. And then it is going to be an insane amount of things because once again, companies are like, let's have all the pay-per-views be on the same weekend. Specifically, I'm looking at you the last weekend of June because the 27th, I will be in Los Angeles to go to the GCW show, which I'm going to tell Benny the matches that have been made so far because I'm looking forward to it. But then on Sunday, we're only doing one watch along, and that is for Forbidden Door. But on that Sunday, Forbidden Door is happening. NXT's Great American Bash pay-per-view, TNA's Slammiversary is also there as well. And I'm just like, there's too many pay-per-views in a weekend. No. And I decided we're going to do a watch along for Forbidden Door because that's the one that I'm looking forward to the most.
The Forbidden Door is always one of my favorite side quests of the year.
For reals. It is a spectacular show because we get some AEW plot development, but also Kenneth Omega and Zachary Sabre Jr. is about to go down that show as well. And I'm like,
The By God versus ZA. Yes, please.
I'm about to cry. I don't know if I'm ready for it. I'm not ready, but I also am. But, anyways, but that's coming up in 2 weeks, so I'm excited to see that match as well as whatever's happening. And I'm looking forward to see who the president of Stardom sends towards Tekla's way because that's going to be fun as well. But yeah, let's get up on out of here. So thank you so much for tuning into Mystery Wrestling. We will be back in July to talk about Mystery Wrestling 27, which I'm excited to talk about. But from all of us here at BC Wrestle Pod to you at home, remember, take care of yourself, love one another, stay iconic, and more importantly than anything, you always deserve to finish your story. I'll see you in about 45 minutes for Progress Wrestling. But until then, sayonara, adios, and until next time, peace.